Alito, Osio, my people. Hoping y'all got good energy, high spirits. You know, with all this stuff going on. Two birds of the same feather. Back at y'all again. Or should we say, aka the real Fire Wolf and Clan. Y'all know, we're going to go into that like I told y'all before. Shout out to all those that have been sending me good energy. Got my battery charged at that No Grandma Killers tour. Shout out to Phoenix Moon. Shout out to you, sis. Legendary Chop Cats. Brother Nick. You know, everybody that was there, came there, showed up, showed out. You know, everybody. But we're going to go into this. Because me and, shout out to Johnny Aborigine. You know, I showed him this. Like, it just popped up on my timeline. In my news feed. And I was just like, man, this is crazy. So when I got out there, I got to chop it up with bro. Me and him was building. And I showed him this picture. Like, man, have you seen this? And at first I asked him, like, who is this? What is this? Like, and he was like, man, what you mean? I was like, well, what ethnicity? Who would you classify this? Would this be a so-called African American? Or would this be a so-called Native American or Asian or whatever? And he's like, man, that's us. That's an Indian right there. That's a real Indian. So-called brother. So-called African American. So we're going to go into this. It's called the Guardian. This is what they call him. The Guardian. And where you find the Guardian? He's in the Badlands. The Badlands Guardian is near Medicine Hat in the southeast of Alberta and not far from the border with the USA. The location of the geological wonder is very remote in an area that has been traditionally the home of the SISTAHS First Nation people. We don't know. Nah, we're gonna cut that off, you know. Because we know who the real peoples is, you know. Often known as the so-called Blackfoot tribes. Saponi? Huh? What are you talking about? The Badlands are the desolate terrain of gullies, chasms, sinkholes, and hills. They were formed during the end of the last, we ain't gonna go into all that, last ice age, all that. We're not dealing with none of that. Created valleys and steep slopes out of the sedimentary rock and clay soil. The effect of the wind and water on these landscapes means that they are constantly changing. We know this isn't true. Because we already know what's going on. I mean, it could be with this certain areas. With this right here, what y'all gonna see. And they say, like, this is like some overwhelming, like, blowing their mind. Right? Winds and heavy rains carve channels in the rocks relatively quickly. The constant erosion of the light sedimentary soil and clay means that there are many unique and strange geomorphic features and topographies which have intrigued people since the arrival of the First Nations. So we're going to let them deal with this First Nations, but we're going to see who the First Nations is. Because we know the rocks cry out for the scriptures, right? The rocks cry out. Badlands are found in several areas of North America, or areas of North America. Now let's check this out and see what we see, y'all.
Us the world like we've never seen it before. What is that?
What is that?
October 2005. Western Canada. Lynn Hickox is navigating the desolate plains of the Alberta Badlands. But as she drives, she gets hopelessly lost.
My grandson was really interested.
Here's our source right here. This woman right here with the satellite view.
And dinosaurs, and I knew there was a dinosaur museum in Alberta, and so I went on a mapping program.
Lynn's mapping program links to a series of satellites 300 miles high. These beam a constant stream of images to the Earth below. Scrolling through these satellite pictures, she scans the area around her. a 21st century map of barren slopes, canyons, and ravines. But as she looks at the...
Wait until y'all see what she's looking at, what pops up from satellite view that was made by First Nations, the real people. Not Native Americans, American Indians. I want y'all to pay attention, because all we keep finding from north to south, all over the Americas, is us. And people want to hijack us with the Olmec heads and all that, and want to talk about, oh, now they people, when we was the ones always being made fun of with big lips and all that, because we got the full lips, full muscles, full bodies and all that. Everybody's getting it now because we've been mixing and mingling with them. So everybody's getting our DNA. Genetics is being transferred, passed down. We upgrading people. The gods. That's us. The gods. Although you are gods, you are falling like men. We fall like men. That's us. We the ones that bring life to everybody. The soul people. Right? So we all know you ain't gonna never find no native. And you should see the picture. Just like with the Olmec heads, you start to see they putting up so-called the mestizo people, the Mongols, and comparing them, saying, well, look at them, but these weren't the people that was being made fun of back in the days. It was always us. Nobody else took claim to that. When they make fun of people with the big lips and all that, and the minstrels and all that, that was always us. So now everybody want to be a part of it now. And, oh, we got big lips too. Yeah, because we've been mixing and mingling. All the people throughout the Americas, we've been putting DNA everywhere. Planting it all the way, in, even in Africa. Planting it, going over there. Planting it, colonizing it and everything. Right? So everybody now we done set ourselves up. They say it's failure, set yourself up for failure. But we ain't gonna fall. We falling, but we ain't gonna never fall off. We're gonna get back up, brush our feathers off, and keep it moving, man. Like we always been doing.
The satellite images, she sees something incredible.
What is that?
It was a face. It just
Brother,
really
you see them
popped
lips?
out.
This is an amazing structure. You look at it, you're certain it's been created by man.
You know it's been created by man. You know it's been created by man. He said, we're certain this is created by man. We don't need them to certify nothing, though, even though it's good they acknowledging that. But we don't need them to certify nothing. I want y'all to look at that. That's a brother right there. Feathers on and all that. Carved out. Y'all know who that is. Y'all know ain't no Native Americans with no lips like that. Come on now. We ain't going for the bamboozle, man. Shout out. Like I said, I got to get some shout outs, man. Shout out to Cootie Mayo, man. Bro, you been doing your thing. Legendary Top Cats. I always give cats they props when props is due, because I'm a real G, and that's how we do it, man. This is how we've been bonding with all different other hoods, with our rivals and all that, because we know when you run across a real one, you know it's a real one, man. And these cats are doing real things. Sister Phoenix Moon doing real things, putting it down, boots to the ground, So you always got to give props when props is due, man. Legendary Top Cats and set itself apart from the rest. Cootie Mayo done set itself apart from the rest. Sister Phoenix has set herself apart from the rest. And I'm doing the same thing. We all setting ourselves apart from the rest, man. We doing the pick of the litters, man. We want the real ones, man. And ain't nobody, man, with Cootie Mayo, man, going through these cats with the knowledge and then backdooring it with the genealogy that you can't lose with. Showing how these Hugnots and the Hugnots, however you want to say it, showing how these people, when he's going through their genealogy, they describe as swarthy people and all that. So you guys got to know there's a whole lot of, bamboozles going on and all that within people of color, But check this out, man. Y'all check this out.
Oh, they're exquisite.
Really? I mean, it's absurd.
I was like, wow.
It's absurd. Really? Let's get into another one, man. Because we all over. They got the so-called nigger head rock that they call it. You know, we got Negro Bill Canyon. We got all this stuff, man, that's named after us, all these monuments and great, you know, architects that's built by us. And man, it gets greater, man. The rocks are just crying, like they say. You know, the evidence is overwhelming. You know, like I always told y'all, this is a case. Case against us, a case against the knockoff Africans. You know? And you see, like I said, you check out Legendary Topcast, man. I need to check his channel out. The bro got that Making of an African American, the series. Y'all need to pay attention. Read. Get your notes out. I sure been on my homework with that. Like really breaking his thing down and cross-referencing with the brother Cootie Mail. Hey, that's a cold little duo right there. These are my two dudes right here, man, that I'm going through right now. I go to Cootie Mail, then I go to Legendary Topcast. And the same thing that they both saying, it correlates with everything. The evidence is overwhelming, you know, and this is the truth. Overwhelming truth that just abundantly just sprouting everywhere. And when you put them two together, man, you rocking with some 4K, Dolby Digital, surround sound, everything, man. It's amazing. So, yeah, don't hate, man. Y'all just salute when you got some real ones in your presence, man. And they doing real things. But peep this out, though. Here's another goodie one. This is in Canada again. So listen what they say, man. I'm going to let them talk, man. I ain't going to do no more talking, man. Shout out to the real ones doing real things, man. Bringing this evidence. I need some of y'all cats that's, you know, saying y'all putting boots to the ground or however you doing it. I need y'all to put in that work, man. A lot of y'all federally recognized tribe dudes. I need y'all with these other tribes, start getting your people together, doing these organizations that you see Sis Phoenix Moon's doing. That's what y'all need to be doing. Y'all part of these tribes. I've been going to the powwows and everything since I was young. Right? Y'all federally recognized. I'm not. Y'all need to, supposed to be having a leg up. You telling people to do their genealogy, things like that. This is the stuff y'all need to be doing. Sitting the people down, showing their genealogy, showing them how to do it themselves. Putting together these powwows with your people. Doing your line dancing with your people. Eating your indigenous food. That's what an Indian is. An Indian is not nothing about no being nice or nothing. Indians is just you, period. Your culture, your tradition. We war. We laugh, we cry, we dance, we sing, we do it all. That's all Indian stuff. Can't everybody just be an Indian? Can't nobody be an Indian? Indian just what you is. You're born that way. So that means we ain't just no nice people all the time. It's time for warring, time for crying, time for drinking, hugging, loving, all that. Right? So let's get it, man.
Large face on the cliffside of an island in the Pacific Rim National Park Reserve has recently been rediscovered by a man from who has been searching for the face for over 2 years, according to government.
What is that? Huh?
Gus of the SISTAHS First Nation and Aboriginal group in the area first heard about
we the First Nations
in the rocks of Reeks Island, part of the Broken Group Islands, 2 years ago after hearing a story that a kayaking tourist spotted the face in 2008. Gus and some SISTAHS beach keepers recently discovered it a few weeks ago. They were very excited to share it. We recently went out to see it, and it's remarkable. It really is a face staring back at you.
Yeah, it really is. It's us.
The face, believed to be about 7 feet tall, is similar to a wooden carving on the door of a SISTAHS administration office. The SISTAHS have lived in the area for thousands of years, so we're working with the First Nation to find out if there is any oral histories the face.
You're working with the wrong nation. We the ones. You see them lips and nose. You ain't throwing them people in there. You know they got narrow noses and, you know, not to, you know, down nobody or nothing, but they got the Caucasian lips, the barely any lips, just slits, you know. We know who all this is. We know who the murals is in Bonaparte, Mexico. We know all that, man. We know what Tuscaloosa means, you know, so-called AKA Black Warrior, you know, Indian Chief. We know all this. This all belongs to us, man. Y'all working on stolen land, stolen property, identity theft, everything. Crimes, everything's against you. You know, we got the case building up. Let's go.
This could be linked back to. Now, Sishtahs First Nation and Parks Canada are trying to figure out if the face was man-made or if it's a natural marvel. Mother Nature is capable of creating all sorts of amazing things, though this face is very striking. But we still can't definitively say if the face is man-made or not.
Haha, they can't definitively say. We know that's not just through no weather. That's man-made. The people, that's the greatness we was doing. Just like them Nazca lines and all that stuff you guys see. Huh? The Nazca lines over in Peru and all that. All down them areas. That's the greatness we've been doing. That stuff was just small stuff to the stuff you seeing with this details and stuff. Just think over time what so much stuff is going to keep appearing. The rocks is crying out, y'all. This is with the ancestors. It's the work they've been doing. The real art, the real graffiti. Striking up on the side of mountains and stuff. Cliffs. Let's get it. It's what the Mother Earth had birthed up. Showing y'all everything. Peace, power, good energy, great vibes to the people. And we out.